Agent Romanoff. You miss me?
Oh yeah, Charles, we got ourselves an X-Men fan.
Captain.
Your Highness.
Captain, big fan, Spiderman. Hey guys, and welcome to Film Artsy, your #1 source for all things films and movies, and we had some interesting discussion points. We wanted to talk today about the upcoming movie Spider-Man Homecoming 3, or Spider-Man 3. We don't have the official name of this movie just yet. All we know is that production has pretty much begun, and we know some of the actors who are involved in the early stages of shooting for this movie, but there have been some really interesting leaks and rumors coming out recently suggesting that maybe the other casting decisions, some massive ones, might not be as cut and dry or obvious as we may have suspected. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. And this leak or potential rumor, it's not really a verified leak per se, is actually recommending the possibility or the theory that Tobey Maguire might not explicitly be playing Peter Parker in this upcoming movie. Now, mind you, this theory doesn't necessarily rule out the possibility of Tobey Maguire appearing as Peter Parker in the Marvel Cinematic Universe or even in Spider-Man 3 in the future. However, this alleged speculative theory suggests the possibility that Tobey Maguire's role might be something even larger to help our existing Spider-Man, Tom Holland, to grow his version of Peter Parker as well. Now, we've been following the leaks and stories for quite some time, suggesting that we would be seeing Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield jumping onto the Marvel Cinematic Universe and signing some sort of deal with Sony along the way. However, this new theory actually speculates the possibility that Tobey Maguire may also be taking on the role of Uncle Ben in Tom Holland's Peter Parker's timeline that we've seen in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, it is kind of this really unique and abstract idea, especially because we haven't seen an Uncle Ben per se or explicitly in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They kind of skipped that main story arc when it comes to Spider-Man and moved it over to Robert Downey Jr.'s character Tony Stark. And we had this kind of surrogate parental role through Tony Stark's character, and we still saw that character development play out, but it was much different. Though, nonetheless, we do know that in the Marvel Cinematic Universe timeline, the character of Uncle Ben did exist at one point, as in Spider-Man Far From Home. We can see his initials showing up on one of the suitcases that Tom Holland's Peter Parker had. So these new theories actually suggest that Tobey Maguire may appear in some sort of flashback sequence as this quote-unquote Uncle Ben, and sometime during the events of Spider-Man 3, when we start to see this multiverse unravel, or if in a different movie they expand on the multiverse and decide to bring back the Tobey Maguire Peter Parker Spider-Man, Tom Holland's character as Peter Parker could potentially be shocked or confused, thinking that it's actually Uncle Ben before he realizes that it's the Peter Parker from a different universe. It's definitely a very unique and out there theory, but while Tobey Maguire technically could fit into that age group that would be Uncle Ben to Peter Parker, it would also mean that Tobey Maguire's involvement in the new movie might be a lot bigger than anyone had suspected. And it might kind of showcase how these other universes are much more closely connected than initially anticipated. Mind you, though, there's been so many different rumors and different theories and speculation coming out around this time, it's been incredibly difficult to keep up with all of the different speculation and what is fact and what is just different fan theories along the way. And then there's even rumors that Marvel and Sony themselves are purposefully leaking incorrect story plots directly from themselves to throw off the people who are really getting the accurate stories out there and to kind of discredit the rumor mill that is so prevalent with this movie. Now, we've heard other rumors, such as things like the actor from the upcoming Miles Morales video game jumping on for a live-action Spider-Verse, to things like Emma Stone being casted as Spider-Gwen in some coming from some alternate universe where her character was the Spider-Gwen and she failed to save Peter Parker in the clock tower like we saw in Amazing Spider-Man, but reversed. All the way to just a ton of crazy theories, so it's very hard to keep up with all this stuff going on. But the official statement that we know so far is that Sony has said that they haven't announced any official casting announcements yet. That's it. They didn't confirm nor deny Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield's involvement, but it seems like they weren't also fully willing to commit to it just yet. So what do you guys think of all of this news involving this upcoming Spider-Man movie? Are you excited to see which of these theories and speculative narratives end up being true and false? Let us know what you're thinking in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe with notifications on for more videos like this every single day of the week. But otherwise, that's it for today, and we'll see you all next time with a brand new video.
I'm about to.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Hi.
See you guys.
Know anybody?